Hi you guys, welcome back to Knight Lyfe. It's Tanya here. I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, check this out. In this video, this is not a cash stuffing video, by the way. This is just one of those videos I thought was a great idea. I hope you guys are doing well. In this video, I am going to answer a question that was asked by one of my subscribers. It says, what is cash stuffing? Can you explain what cash stuffing is? I am going to do that. And if that's something you're interested in, stick around. In this video, what is a cash stuffing? Let's get on with it. So cash stuffing involves putting money into envelopes based on your spending categories with the ultimate goal of helping you not overspend, impulse buy, and save money. So I started to cash stuff over a year ago, and it's been fantastic. It's been a game changer, you guys. Cash stuffing has helped me personally, to change my behavior concerning my finances completely. I'm in control of my finances, I'm accountable, and I have a positive attitude about my future financially, and I look forward to sharing that with you. I mean, after all, we here on YouTube, we all have the same goal. We might get to it differently, but that's what it's all about, sharing what you know. So I'm not a financial expert by any means. I'm not a financial advisor. I can only explain and tell you what I did and what has worked for me. So the bottom line to all of this, you guys, the bottom line is just to do your research and always do what works for you. There are terms you're going to hear in the budgeting and cash stuffing community all the time, and some use synonymously. You're going to hear these terms over and over again. So let's go over some of them. But before I do, a little bit about me. I am a bi-weekly, meaning every 2-week cash stuffer. I get paid every other week. So anything I refer to here is in reference to that situation, my situation. So let's go over what a cash envelope is. Now, cash envelopes are typically the money that you would carry around with you whenever you need to spend money. So like incidentals, like for gas, for groceries, households, eating out, miscellaneous. There's so many categories that you can establish for your cash envelopes within your wallet that you'll carry around. You'll have to figure out or plan what works for you, but I'll show you what I have in my wallet as an example. But no, you have so many options that you can choose from. Now I have a few different setups that I use. Let me go over the first one. The first one is this little card holder, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a cash holder. It's a card holder, excuse me. Well, I couldn't get that out. And in it, I made these what's called mini cash envelopes for a time when I don't want to carry my big wallet around, my big A7 wallet. We'll go over that in a minute. But in it, I made these little cash envelopes. So here's the little, I have my credit cards in here. I took them out for this video, but it's just a little card holder. Holds all my credit cards and my debit card. And I have different envelopes in here that I made. I just took them out. So I have one for gas, and that's prop money in there, you guys. I have one for gas. I have one for beauty, one for household, one for life happens, one for my receipts, and one for groceries, right? So I account for gas for, you know, the time when I get paid. I account for 2 weeks because I'm paid every 2 weeks. So that's my gas one. I keep in my little card holder. Beauty. Now I don't use this that much. Like say if you wanted to get lashes or something, some hairspray or something, you have your beauty fund within, like you have your cash with you. You don't have to swipe your card. I have one for household. You want to get some paper plates or some laundry detergent. I have, you know, you have the funds there to do it. You have an oh no or a miscellaneous. That's just like a catch-all, just in case, you know, you forgot to account for something. So you'll have a little bit of money in there. And then I have my, in this one I put prop money, but really I have my fetch receipts. I do fetch, and so I stuff my receipts in this little envelope. Now sometimes they don't fit, but for the most part, I have a place for it. In this one, groceries, pretty self-explanatory. You want to stop and get, you know, groceries. So you have your little card there. So that's this setup. And I just stuffed this down in my purse. It's a mini card holder. There's plenty of options that you could do. Like I said, this is for the times when I don't want to carry my big wallet. And like I said, the envelopes have different categories that work for me: gas, groceries, miscellaneous, household, dining out, etc. So that's one option. Another option is this, just a plain wallet. It's a little bit bigger than the mini wallet, as you can see. It's a little bit bigger. This is a wallet. Same thing, you guys. I have the cards in there, and I did this for demonstration purposes only. It has the cards in it. So I have little envelopes in it. Again, I have one for groceries, beauty, household, the same categories: gas, life happens, and my fetch receipts. And I just stick them down in my wallet, and it just zips up. And that's another option for you, you guys. This is a mini card holder. This is just I don't even know what you call it. It's just a wallet. It's just a wallet. So both of these you could just put in your purse. But I like to switch it up, so I like to have options. Mini card holder, wallet. They both have the mini cash envelopes in them. So that's those, you guys. Then this is the one I'm using right now. This is my A7. It's called A7 wallet. In it, same thing. And typically you're going to hear that A7. This is an A7 wallet binder. This fits down in my purse. It has envelopes in it. I carry my ID in it. I'm not going to show that. Oops. So it has, I have gas, I have groceries, I have dining out, miscellaneous, I have receipts, my fetch receipts, self-care, beauty, and tickets, which is lottery tickets. But you'll hear like different budgeters and stuffers talk about their A7 wallets. Now, you can purchase envelopes, pre-made envelopes, customized envelopes on Etsy. These are laminated. I made this one. This is a laminated type one. You can purchase those or make it if you would like, or you can purchase the zipper. This is the zipper type right here. So it just zips across the top. Same thing, and I have the little dashboard that goes in there. There's a little card that slips down in there. Let me undo that so I can show you what I'm talking about. So this one, since it's a zipper, you can either have the envelope customized or you can make the dashboard. I made the dashboard to go down in there because I don't have a Cricut or anything, a Cricut machine or whatever they call it, and I didn't buy anything off of Etsy. So that's the zipper envelope with the dashboard that goes down in there. So I have that. But you guys, whatever works for you, you can buy it on Amazon or make it yourself. There's plenty of tutorials here on YouTube. Now, in your binder, in your little cash wallet, your A7, you have the little tracker, and every time you use money in one of these envelopes, you track it on this sheet. And I haven't been very good about that because you see mine's is empty. Mine's is empty and my envelope is empty, which means I used all my gas funds. So what happens is you're supposed to track it on the budget sheet every time you use money out of the envelope, which I did not. Same thing with groceries. I've used money out of the envelope, but I didn't put it on my budget tracker. That's my bad, and I have to do better. So anyway, that's my setup for my A7. Now, you write on the envelope, like you write on the front of the envelope what the funds are for. You put it in your purse and you keep moving. So that's cash envelope. That's cash envelope explained. That's just the money that you're going to need for however long. I don't know. If you're paid weekly, then it's a week. If you're paid bi-weekly, then it's bi-weekly. It's whatever you're going to carry around with you for that period of time until you get paid next. And this is the setup that you could potentially or possibly use: the mini card holder, the wallet, and the A7 wallet. So I'm going to put that over here for now. And now let's talk about sinking funds, because sinking funds is different from a cash envelope. Think of sinking funds as like a mini savings account. You're saving money for things that will happen in the future. You have goals about, you know, where you want your money to go. You're putting money away towards things to make sure you can cover upcoming expenses. For example, some categories you could use are emergency savings, which you should always have. You hear that all over the internet, Dave Ramsey. You should have $1,000 emergency savings fund. You could have categories like debt, gifts, vacation, utilities, car maintenance, Christmas, all types of categories. You could also have binders. You could have your high priority sinking funds binder, which I just redid. Watch the video, you guys. I just redid mine to include my high priority sinking funds, my low priority sinking funds. You could also have an annual binder for things that you know come up annually, like your annual dues, or I don't know, your insurance is due like once if you pay it once a year. If you know, like, you have an annual due, you can have an annual binder. Now, the typical setup for sinking funds is A7. Excuse me, A6, and they are this size, you guys. Let me show you. This is you'll hear this on you'll see and hear this all over YouTube. These are A6 binders. These are A6, and this is an A7 binder. See how small it is? It's smaller in comparison to the A6. So A6, this is an A7 binder. Did I say that backwards? This binder is smaller in comparison to the A6 binder. This is an A7 binder. The smaller one that I put in my purse, that's A7. This is A6. So these are all A6 binders. You see, they're smaller. Smaller in comparison. And they have some that are like even smaller. They have some that are even bigger. They have ones that are like the size of a sheet of paper, like 8.5 by 11. Those are A5s, the bigger ones. So they have A5, A6, and A7. And I'll flash a photo up on the screen in case I really screwed that up and messed up that, explanation. But let's go over that again. A7, which is the wallet people use most of the time when they're cash envelopes. They stuff their cash envelopes. This is where you put the money you're going to use for the week. You put it in your purse. The A6 is used for your sinking funds. Now, like I said, sinking funds, the typical setup for a sinking fund is an A6 binder, and typically sinking funds are money that, you're saving for those long-term things. The typical setup for it is an A6 binder. In that binder, you might see something like this. You'll see the tracking sheets. You'll see the zipper wallets here. You'll see, sometimes you'll even see laminated wallets. Like, say if this is like regular cardstock with the holes punched in it. So you might see something like that. Some people make their own, they laminate them. I don't have an example of a laminated one to show you. This one came in a binder that I purchased off Amazon. It's just cardstock. It's just regular cardstock with the holes punched. And it fits right perfectly inside of this binder. But the typical setup for an A6 binder could be a laminate envelope, could be the zipper, which is, I predominantly have the zipper type envelopes for my binders. And in my binders, you could have categories. Like for me, I have emergency savings, I have transportation, inspection, car. Like, these are long-term things that I know are coming up. So I have my low priority ones, I have my high priority ones. You just have to do what works for you, as far as you have to determine what will go in your high priority and what will go in your low priority. So for me, high priority for me, this is the high priority binder. Emergency savings is high priority for me. Transportation is high priority for me because I know that I have some heavy hitter expenses coming up. You really have to determine what works for you. So here's the budget sheet. This one I've done. On my sinking funds, I make it a point to use the little trackers. See, you can have categories like credit card debt, debt fund, let's see, giving as a sinking fund, health, dental, vision. Sorry, my envelopes are like backwards. Landscaping, so many different categories. The vacation, I have a vacation sinking fund envelope. So, like, you just have to determine what works for you. Like in this one, I have like the different bills that I know are coming up. This is a low priority one because these ones, like Brinks and Prime is like I'm a year ahead. Streaming, these are my low priority sinking fund. Yeah, you guys, that's that. And you can find these binders on some of these binders. This one I got on Etsy. This one I got on Amazon. You can find the setup for a savings binder. On my website, we will be offering binders. www.tillarosemedia.com. Pretty soon here, we're going to have a line of binders and items, budgeting items for you to select from. So that, you guys, is the typical setup. What questions do you have so far? Please drop them in the comments below. I hope I covered everything as far as the sinking funds go. So next, I want to talk about savings challenges. Savings challenges are a fun way to help you save money. You play games, you color, you help. You know, they help you see your progress, basically. There's so many out there, you guys. There's like the 100 envelope challenge. There's, you know, save your ones and your fives. There's save your spare change. There's shut the box. There are so many of the ones that I'm doing. And again, you do what works for you according to your budget. You can find them on Etsy or Amazon. I have some on my website, www.tillarosemedia.com. So your savings challenge has to have a goal. Most of them have a goal, and when you reach that goal, you can roll those funds into your emergency savings or whatever. You can reallocate it into different envelopes to beef up your other envelopes, your other funds. The options are endless. So I have a special, you know, you can create another binder for it too. Savings challenge binder, there's so many out there. I'm doing the 100 envelope challenge. I'm doing the affirmation savings challenge. I'm doing save your ones and your fives. I'm doing the yearly challenge where you say you pick a month and you try and fill out whatever it is for that month. So like for January it was snowflakes. For February it was hearts. Like I said, there's so many on Etsy. You can even find people that have books on Amazon of nothing but savings challenges. So on my website, www.tillarosemedia.com, I'm doing the $500 savings challenge. I'm doing the Christmas challenge. So many challenges. And then in your binders, I don't know if I mentioned it, whether it be sinking funds or your cash envelope wallet, you can put the budget sheets. You can find that to put in your binders to keep track of your cash envelope and your sinking fund. Keep track of your cash stuffing, so to speak. Some of the binders, they come already put together. They come with the envelopes. They come with the labels. These labels came with a binder that I purchased, and it has different categories such as housing, food, car, gifts, maintenance, beauty, entertainment, gas, personal, water, shopping, transportation. Options are endless, you guys. The options are endless. So we covered all those things. I mean, I hope that has been helpful. We covered what a cash envelope is. We covered what a sinking fund is. We covered what a savings challenge is. We covered all those things. But if you don't have the funds to purchase a binder, you don't have the funds to purchase a planner, or you don't have the funds to purchase the challenges and such, don't worry about it. No sweat. You don't need that in order to get started. A notebook and a pen works. Plain envelopes work from the dollar store. Just simply put what your envelope is for. Get yourself a box of envelopes from the dollar store. I don't know how many come in a box. Whatever suits you. Put some stickers on it even. Make it fun. From the dollar store. Plain envelopes work. Write on the front of the envelope what that envelope is for. What are you saving for? Set up a sinking fund even. Like, if you don't have the money to purchase a binder, planner, or the challenges, you can set up a sinking fund so that you'll be able to purchase it in the future, you know? And then somebody asked me also, why do you take the money out of the bank? Well, let's see. I pay some of my bills online, like at payday. Naturally, I pay some of my bills online, and then I lay all my money out and I stuff, because I want to account for every dollar. You guys, I used to swipe and I had no accountability for each dollar, and it caused me to overspend. So when I get paid, or when you get paid, you take a look at your income, you total up all your bills, you pay your bills. Take a look at how much you need to stuff in your little cash envelopes to carry around with you until you get paid next. After you pay your bills, you stuff your cash envelopes in whatever you know, device you want, whether you use the A7, whether you use the wallet, whether you use the mini card holder cash envelopes. I mean, whatever you do, stuff your little cash envelopes. So then after I stuff my cash envelopes, I move on to my sinking funds, or you know, I move on to my sinking funds. Whatever you want to stuff, whether you get paid weekly or you get paid every other week, you stuff your sinking funds. And then you guys, you stuff your savings challenges. So here's how it goes. You get paid, you pay your bills, you stuff your cash envelopes, then you stuff your sinking funds, and finally you stuff your savings challenges. And at this point you should have a zero balance, hence the zero base balance. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I gotta let my cat out because he's meowing, so I'll be right back. Now, what was I saying? So that will bring you to a zero-based balance, zero-based budget. You know where every dollar has gone to. So I hope this video has been helpful. Like I said, we covered what a cash envelope is, what a sinking fund is, and we covered what a savings challenge is. We covered low priority sinking funds, high priority sinking funds, the different mediums in which you can stuff your envelopes: mini card holder, wallet, A7, A6, and A5, which I don't have to show you. We talked about zipper wallets, we talked about laminate, we talked about zipper envelopes, we talked about laminated envelopes, which I didn't have an example to show you. If you have any other questions, please, you guys, don't hesitate to put them in the comment section. I hope this has been helpful. Don't worry, you got this. You got to start somewhere. Ask questions. The budgeting and savings community is, I can't say that enough, is one of the most helpful communities on YouTube. So any one of us will be happy to answer any questions for you. Don't be afraid, just start. Like, just do it, you guys. Until next video, be awesome, be great. amazing things will happen. I love you guys. Goodbye.